Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 18 Acres Journals. My name is Linda, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love it when you visit. I have to tell you, I just made 100 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. When I say I made, no. I have 100 subscribers. That means 100 of you found me halfway interesting, and I appreciate that. Today we're going to work on putting the inside together and maybe even sewing in the pages. It all depends on how quick it dries. I noticed that there was a little bit of liftage in some areas. I'm going to wait and re-glue all that later because it's going to take a while for it to dry, and I don't want to mess with the back side while I'm working on the inside. So I found my pages. Remember, I told you we are going to cover the whole thing on the inside the way we did on the outside. But these happen to be tall enough that I don't really even have to piece them like I did the front ones. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these down, trim up the edge, and then I found my fabric. I'm going to do this in the middle. And the reason I'm going to is because look at these pages. I just feel like that goes good. But I'm going to lay these first, and then we'll put this over top. Like that. So let's get busy. Let's get busy. How are all of you? I am excited. It is Thursday morning. It is beautiful outside. I'm doing this now, and then I'm going to go outside and play in my garden. I am going to trim back the pointed edges because I don't need those at all. But anyhow, when I'm done playing in here, I'm going to go outside, work in my vegetable garden. I'm going to gear it up and get it cleaned up and ready so come spring, and when I say spring, oh no! Oh well, I guess we're going to have to fix that little corner, aren't we? But spring for me, I'm going to start early this year. Last year, and I found this out the hard way, last year I got my vegetables in the ground by March because our last frost dates are early part of March, supposedly. But March, April, May, come May, I'm already getting big time rain. And then June, by then, we got the hurricane rains that come. So my garden doesn't do really well when it's constantly raining. So I thought I would go ahead and start getting everything in the ground early and take a chance that I have a late frost. And if I do, oh well. But if I can get a whole month ahead of the scheme, my tomatoes will do much better. I want to do that side. I want to do this side. Okay. And it is going to cover everything except this little teeny weeny corner, which is no big deal. I'll rip up another little piece and we'll cover that. So let me go and get this piece. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm cleaning up the beds. I put everything to bed late summer for the fall because I knew I wasn't going to do anything. It was a terrible season for us this year. Everything got real rainy. Everything. Okay, look at that. And I'll trim up my edges when I'm done. Anyhow, I am going to be working on medicinal herbs this year. Regular flowers, and of course my vegetables. So I'm really excited about all of that. Now this glue's got just a hint left over, so we're going to use the rest of this and then I'll pull out that new one. Yeah, I'm excited. The day before yesterday, I harvested my goldenrod that was growing in the front yard thanks to a whole bunch of birdies. When I found out it was goldenrod and what the benefits of goldenrod were, I got excited because that was a massive plant in my front yard. So, but I don't want it in my garden anymore because it's invasive. It's actually covering way too much of my beautiful flower garden. Done. So I harvested what I could and I trimmed it back. My husband and I are going to move it to where we're going to set up our bee apiary because the bees are going to love that. Okay. And like so. And I have it coming off the edge. I don't care. I'll trim my edges up. I just want to get it covered, the whole thing. The whole thing. It gives it strength because this is just a file folder. So I need the strength, but at the same time, these pages along with the digitals that I'm going to be using will really add strength to it. Okay, I want... Ooh, I could do it like that. No, we'll just stick with it like this. But anyhow, yeah, I'm going to go work in my yard. My girlfriend might be coming over. If she doesn't have anything else that she's got to work on, she might be coming over and we might take a ride in our woods and go forage to see if there's any more goldenrod and some elderberry. And yeah, I'm taking my herb book with me so we can kind of look and see what's going on in there. You know, that's what a lot of people do. If it's, you know, my husband and I, we set up a little campsite in our woods. We can actually camp up to 8 tents at our campsite. We have a big area for our campfire, for our fire pit, and then I have what I call my she-pea shed. I made my husband build a little outdoor potty for us girls because, you know, guys, I'm not going to get into too much information, but guys don't need a potty house so much, if you know what I mean. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I need to cut that. I probably should have trimmed it before I glued it down. But anyhow, yeah. He built us a little potty house. I call it my she-pea shed. He decorated it with pink camo and everything. It's really, really cute. But when we were going back and making the trails and stuff, we found a clementine tree growing back there and an orange tree growing back there. We left them so that when we are camping, we can pick fruit off of it if we want. Because we have fruit trees in our yard. Okay, I like that. I like everything about that. Everything. But just like yesterday, although I don't like that, I'm going to go ahead and fill the inside first with the digitals. And then I'll go ahead and trim up the edges before we lay the fabric. Anyhow, I'm really excited. Okay, this goes on this side. This goes on this side. And just like yesterday, I want it close to the edge, but not all the way. And I want it equal around the top and bottom. So I'm going to do this side first. See, here's all the names. I wrote them all down on here, but I put them in the description box of yesterday's video, so you'll be able to see. But I made some changes too, guys. I'll show you when we get to that point. There were a couple of digitals I didn't feel like really went. And so I made a few changes. Using the same people and the same digital kits, although they're not really kits. They're just, you purchase a set of digitals and they all come together. Used the same ones. I just changed a few things out. Okay, I want to go like that. Oh, I forgot to cover that. Let me get a piece of that real quick. I should have covered that first. Dibs. No. I can't believe I did not. That's alright. We'll make it happen. I just need a little piece. Just a little piece. So let me lift this back up. Lift up. Come on. I hate it when I mess up. I hate it. But you see how easy it is to fix that, right? Okay. And again, I will just trim that off when I get to it. There. I'm glad I reminded myself before that dried down. That would have been terrible. Okay, so this is on. Let's get this side going. Yeah, when I put the fabric on, it's definitely going to be much better. I'll put you back in there. So anyhow, when she comes over, we're going to do a little bit of weeding. I'm going to get as much done as I can before she comes over. But I covered all. I have 16 raised beds. 16. 2 of them are not covered. One of them has my asparagus growing in it. It's a perennial. If you're not sure what that is, that means it comes back every year all on its own. And this year, I get to finally really harvest it. Last year, I harvested about 12 pieces, and they were delicious, but they were small. This year, they should be much bigger, and I should have a lot more, because this is the year that they're supposed to be mature. It takes from seed up to 3 years. From crown, it takes a little over 2, and this is my 3rd year, and I started them from crown. Go down some. Wait, before I put this in. That's the top. This is the top. I almost put this in backwards, guys. It's because I'm running my mouth, not paying attention. Okay. Yay, look how pretty. I love it. So, I'm going to trim her up, and then we'll lay the fabric. And then we can go ahead and sew the signature in. I'm excited about that. Okay. So I don't really want to, it's going to be a little harder this time because I don't have the file folder itself showing me the guide. I got to go around it. There it is. So if I get quiet on you, don't freak out. I'm still here. I'm just concentrating because I told y'all yesterday, if you watched, that I was not really good at cutting straight like a lot of people are. Okay. Anyhow, so I am trying to grow. I want both medicinal and regular herbs, culinary herbs. I want my flowers for 2 reasons. One, because I like to cut them and bring them in the house, and I love the way they look when they're growing in my yard. And we're fixing to get bees, and bees are going to need a food source, and that's why, part of the reason why I want the medicinal herbs, because when the bees gather their pollen from my medicinal herbs, they're going to take it back to their hives and create honey with that. So when I eat the honey's already going to be healthy. It's going to have all the wonderful benefits of those medicinal plants in it. And so that will be a game changer at our house. And then, of course, I'll get to harvest those beautiful herbs and use them. Like I did with my goldenrod, I actually made an infused oil out of that I'm going to turn into a salve when it's fully done. And it's supposed to be really good for aches and pains and arthritis and all that. And you can rub it on. My husband has back problems because of his physical job. I could rub it on his back and make him a happy kind. And then I'm going to make a tincture out of it. I just have to buy the vodka. And that we'll be able to put little drops of it. And it in our water or whatever. It's supposed to be really, really good. Look at that. Right, let me trim up this side. For UTIs, for allergies, I mean, and then of course I dried a bunch so that I can have for tea. I'm going to drink my tea, and that will help me with all my, any kind of inflammation and allergies, etc., etc. I don't have bad allergies, but my husband does, and a lot of my friends do. Okay, so you can see that it's not, it doesn't look, it's definitely off. Look at that. I told you I'm not really good. They're just not straight. I probably should have cut it and then tried to put these on. It's okay. I'm alright with that. I think the journal's gorgeous as is. Okay, now we can put the fabric down the middle. I just pray it's wide enough. It is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this. I'm going to cut this little piece right here off. And I can save that to go here and put the rest of the fabrics to go on top of a page or something. Alright, let's get Fabri-Tac on the spot. So I'm really, really, really happy about the herbs. I've been watching this one girl. Her name is Kaylee Richardson, and she has an apothecary. She does medicinal herbs, and her and her family have an apothecary, but she also raises bees, and she just wrote a book called The Beekeeper's Apothecary. I purchased the book not because of any other reason other than the way, I mean, she got to show us some of the pages in the book and talked about it, and I was so inspired because, again, the book itself shows you what each one of these special medicinal herbs do, along with some of our culinary herbs. I did not know that sage and thyme, and I knew oregano was good. I actually make oregano tea quite often. Oops, and I got a big old mound of it out front that I need to trim back and dry some because I'm running low on my oregano. But it looks good. Is it all down? I think it's all down. What do you think? Doesn't that look good? Alright, let me go ahead and do the front. I'm going to go ahead and do that right there. I don't think that's going to mess anything up. I don't. I think that's the only spot in it right here. Anything else? Right here. Okay, when it starts to stick to your finger, you know you need to get something else. But anyhow, she talks a lot about her herbs. They own a lot of acres, and they go out and forage in their woods, which inspired me to look at mine. And I have elderberry growing out there. Like I said, we found a lemon tree, a clementine tree. No, I'm sorry, it was an orange tree, not a lemon tree. But I'm excited to see what else I got. I'm going to take my field book out there with me, and I'm going to check to see what else is out there growing. I like it. I'm going to trim this right here up a little bit. There we go. I know, I talk too much. I run and run and run my mouth. I can't help it. Okay, so that looks good. It looks really good. I'm very, very pleased with that. I don't like that it's not straight. I mean, this side's a little better, but it kind of camouflages it because of all the different colors and stuff. So, now, let me bring out my pages so we can get ready to sew them in. I gotta make sure well, let's let this dry, and I'm gonna walk you through the pages and talk about them, because I have some things I want to add to them. All I did was fold them in half at this point. But I might want to actually, like I said, take something. Hang on, let me pull these out. I want to create like this right here. I want to turn this into a flip out tall pocket, and I want to insert that in here somewhere. I have, let me move these around, show you what I got. I have the tags. This right here, I think I'm going to turn this into a tag because it's a real thin, this was printed up on that copy paper, and I loved that. So that might be the tag that goes inside. So I'm going to put that off to the side. I have this one, which I absolutely love. I'm going to back it, and it's going to be on this side over here somewhere. Let me move this. I'm going to back it and put it up like this, and we'll slide a tag in on this side. So I have a few things I want to do with this cool stuff, but with that being said, I need to make sure that my pages are prepped and ready for that. Plus I got to add my book pages. I never did that. But I want to do, like, where am I going to put this? And where am I going to put this? I need to figure these out now. So this one here needs to be next to something bluish in color. That's just how I work. That's pretty. Nope. But that would be good here. Right? That would look good together. So let me go back this way. Find out where this guy's going. He's got to be on this side. He has to be. So let's find a spot for that. I think I'm going to hold that thought. Sorry about that. My girlfriend called and we chatted for a good while. I started leafing through the pages and trying to come up with ideas of what to do with what, and huh. And I came up with something that I want to do right now, right this very minute. I'm going to move this off to the side. I'm taking this piece of paper out. We are going to turn these two into an insert and insert it right now on this piece of paper, so I know how to fold it when I get it in there. So this one is gonna, I want to glue these two together, but before I do, I want to put, let me move these out of the way. I want to put these like this. I want to glue them on to this piece like this, so this can fold like that. Okay, and I can always come back and dress that with something else later, but that's what I want to do. So we're going to glue everything together, but one of these has to be cut back. It's a little longer than the other. So I think I need to go ahead and trim that up right now. See that little white? Usually when you put two sides together, one side's a little longer than the other because of the white from the printer. It has a white edge when you do a double side. I guess I'm gonna go from, see where this fold is? I don't know exactly how much I want. I'm just gonna go like that. I want to glue everything except that piece so that I can add that to the other page. And this is how I'm going to do it. I can't help it. This is how I'm going to do it. You'll have to just watch me. I'm creating an insert, but instead of just setting it aside when I'm done, we're going to go ahead and add it to the page so that when I go to sew this in, I already have it inserted. Okay, I want this one to be glued down really good. Okay, that's the top. And this is the top. So, go like this. I'm going to try desperately to line it up without getting it stuck the wrong way. I think I did good. If I have to trim it, I will. I don't have a problem with that. Let me sew it up. Oh, it looks really good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, now this page, I want to glue in here like this. So I'm going to glue this one first to here, like this. And then I'll glue the other one over. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I know what I'm doing. Wait, is that the way I wanted it? Yes. Alright. I'm going to turn it like this though so I can see what I'm doing. Big old piece of glue right there. Ain't supposed to be in my way. Okay, and then again, line it up as best as I can. Okay, and now let's go ahead and glue this piece over. Up, up, and up. Get off of there. Alright, I probably should have clunked it. Oh well. Too late now. Okay, there's that. I want this to be lined up with that. Okay, there is that. And this is all writable space right there. Look at all that writable space. Okay, but this is the side that I want to create. I'm taking this. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing some of the fussy cutting and coloring. And then I'm gluing this on here. And then we'll fold it. We'll fold it. I just love the idea of that. Isn't that pretty? And I was going to originally try to slide a card up in here, but I don't think I can at this point. So let me fussy color that. Where's my glue book? Oh, here. Fussy color it. So I'm actually excited about this. Remember? Oops. Yesterday I was telling you about all the wonderful things about this particular thing of digitals that I absolutely loved. All the cool stuff that was in it. Well, this is some of the cool stuff. I'm just doing the edges. I'm not going to color all the white, just the edges. Because the edges... Well, you know what? I think I can probably fussy cut better. Let me try to get some more of this cut out. Like this right here. I don't need those little flowers. So anyhow, I was excited. My girlfriend called. I'm sitting there still playing with my pages. I just didn't do anything different. I didn't add anything. I kind of played around till I felt like I'd come up with the idea of what I wanted to do with my pages. And then when her and I got off the phone, I went ahead and set it into motion so that we could do it together. Okay. I'm leaving the butterfly as is. I am. I didn't, normally wasn't gonna, but I am. Okay. Now let me color it, because there are some spots that need to be colored. Not a lot, but some. Like the butterfly. Right here on the legs. Yeah, wait till you see some of this cool stuff that this journal's going to have. I'm excited about it. I really am. There. Oh, right here. Good enough. There's a little bit of white in the image itself, so I don't have a problem with that. But I do want to go like this. Once it's glued onto the page, then we'll fold the page the way I want to fold it and get it ready to go inside the journal. And then I'll show you, I might actually do the same thing with the other pages that I wanted to fold out. Okay. It doesn't have to, in my opinion, it does not have to be perfect. Like that looks good. This one's a little bunky. I don't like it like that. There. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Okay, so now this folds over like this. And I already put like a crease in it to where I want it to fold back. So let's get this fold straight. Oh, get back in there. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then it folds like that. So it's just a regular book. A regular book. We'll put a little tab on here so they can pull it out. But isn't that pretty? I like it. Okay, let me come back here and put it where I want it to go. So this goes like this. Comes over. Comes over. Comes over. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I have, where did these guys go here? Right? I think that goes here. I hope I have it right. No, something ain't right. Yeah, that goes there. Yeah, that goes there. And I think that does go there. Yeah, okay, so this one, I loved it, but I had to put it on this side because I couldn't get it to relax on that side. And I do like it where it's at. But guess what, guys? We're going to turn this one, just like that, into a little side tuck. So let me go ahead and back that with something. Okay, we'll back it and glue it on right there. But I need a piece of Bookpage or something. Page. I need a big piece. Let me get one of those big white ones. I think, yeah, it's the same size. There we go. Okay. This one, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on here and then we'll cut it out. Okay. And then we will fold it in and make it all beautiful. This is going to be a book page. I mean a side tuck. But I got to go like it is to cut it out. Yeah, I was getting creative while I was chatting with her. And I thought, well, that's what I do when I chat with you guys. So, yay. The good news is I'm getting my pages ready so that when we go to sew them in, they're prepped and ready to go. I'm going to save that in case I need it for something else. And I don't like that curved up figures. Okay, and now, this is gonna go like that. And this is going like this. Like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the little punch thing. Oh, I don't have the big one here. I just have the little guy. So we'll just do a little guy. There. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue it on the edge. I think it looks pretty already, just like that. But I gotta line them up. My watch is going off like crazy. Okay. You know, I haven't even had breakfast yet. I'm starting to get really hungry. I'm gonna have to go out there here in a little bit, make myself something to eat. I'll go ahead and do that. Do that. There, now I have a side tuck, a built-in side tuck. Isn't that cute? Alright. Goes like this. And then this turns over this way. And now I need to put something, probably something right here to make this sturdy. I have some pieces of this stuff over here. Let me see what I got. Maybe like this. I got these leftover pieces from the other day. I don't really need a whole bunch of it. Okay, I'm gonna glue that on there. Oops. Okay. Get up there. I can trim up the edge if I need to. Let me see with this one. I just need enough to cover the tag is going in. You know, and you punch the little hole so that it's not white underneath it. Okay, there's that. And then this guy, let me see. I gotta trim up this little edge. I hope this makes sense to you. I know what I'm doing, I promise. This is really thin paper too, which is sad. Okay. Move all you guys. You're done. I don't need you. Move you back. You're done. I don't need you. Okay, now this one is gonna go like, wait, how did I have it? Like that, right? Is that how it was? No, it was like that. Right? Like that. Like that. Yep, like that. Okay, let me glue that down. But before I do, I'm going to put like a little, because I want this to be the front. I do. I'm going to put a little thumb punch right here, showing whomever gets this journal that it is a pocket. And now let's go ahead and glue this whole thing down. But I gotta turn it again. That's just how I roll. Okay, this, come on. Come on. I could have done all this after the fact. Oop. No. After the fact. Quit messing up, Lynn. Look what you're doing. Pay attention. But, I did not know where it was going to go, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to set my pages up so I know what I'm doing. And this guy is going over this way, like that. So the bottom's done, sides are both done, folds in. There's my fold-in pocket. This one, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I kind of like it like that because of that. Okay, now this guy and these guys, now I got to figure out where this one goes again. I think it goes inside, doesn't it? Goes right here? I think so. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we got one more. One more. I love that. I gotta put a tab on it. This one, okay, I need to back it, but then cut it out. So let me get a piece of, just any kind of book page will be fine. We'll glue it on here. Sometimes, alright, moving over that way. I don't really need all of that. But I think I like the fact that it sticks it up off the... So let's go ahead and glue this piece. I'm going to have to wash my desk again. I got into the journal so much. It's like, I don't even know what time it is. Hang on. What time? It's 10 o'clock. No wonder I'm getting hungry. I want this to be thick, so I'm going to let it fold over. There. And now I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with it. I just thought this was a really cool idea. I loved the edge of this. So I have a couple of cool stuff going on. And then I have some really cool pockets picked out too. But I think after I do this, we'll go ahead and try to sew it in real quick. And then we'll do a real quick flip through, and then I'll call it done for today. Because I gotta go eat. I was supposed to be working out in my garden. And I'm not. I'm in here. Okay. Put this up. And now this is gonna go on this side. Let me see my bend. There's my bend. This is going right here. Right about here. Because I want the tag to fit in sideways. So we gotta glue this down. And glue this. And glue this. I just really want this to work. Okay, and then we're going to take you and put you right here. It's going to turn out so good, guys. Okay, so now I have a side tuck that a pocket can slide in. And it's set up to where it'll work really good. Alright, now I gotta find my middle. Oh, I haven't even added any book pages yet. We may not get to sewing this in yet today. I'm gonna close this up. I gotta add some book pages. Let me find some book pages. Here's one. Come on. 2. 3. 4. That's good enough. Right? I don't have any teeny beanie weenies. Or do I already have one this size? Yeah, I do. I had some little guys, but oh, here's a little guy right here. I'll rip this little one off there. Alright, now let's see if we can't insert these real quick and then try to sew it in. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I like these guys. Somewhere in the front. I usually like one right in the front. So we'll put this one right here in the front. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I'll do this one. No, this one. Will you fit? You're big. Oh boy, you're big. I'm making some built-in pockets. I learned that trick from Rachel from Roxy Creations also. We'll just fold them up for now. And we'll glue them up later. There we go. I don't know that I want them that tall though. Okay. I want this little guy right here. Okay. This one's tall also. Alright, we'll do an up tuck on this one. Oh, these aren't really strong, but I can make them stronger. We can add some details to them to make them stronger. But again, I'm going to trim this little piece off. Okay, so now these are up tucks. Okay, we'll figure out the folds later. Okay, go. Come on. That was really big. Okay, I have that. And then we'll do this last one like so. Like this. Okay, I think I like it. I think. Look at the size though. Ooh, I don't know. Look at that. That's thick, guys. Ooh. I may have to take some pages out. Oh boy. That's a lot. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep them. We're going to keep them. Let me get my medal. Come on. I had my medal. I did. I had it. It's right here. You are officially in. Let's go ahead and oh boy. Oh boy. I'm loving it. I really am. I don't like this one. That one's warped. That was the one I was probably using to close the red book. Okay, look at that. Alright, I gotta push it in. Okay. Alright, now I gotta do the awe. This is the part that's gonna... oh, pray for me, guys. Alright. Now you do some pushing. Get it all the way through. Yay, it's coming out. There it is. See a pumpkin? Okay, I got that one. Let's do the top. Here it comes. I pulled through. And then one more down here. And I'm turning it. I don't know why, but I was holding my breath. You're not supposed to hold your breath when you're working out. And I'm working out right now. I promise. This boys. There he goes. Come on, come on. Don't you more? Go more. More. Oh, more. Ah, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Woo. Let me get my needle and my thread. Let's try to get this thing sewn in, will ya? And then we'll do a flip through. Okay. So, once it's sewn in, it's a matter of just playing at that point. Okay, guys? But I'm going to sew it in. We'll do a quick flip through, and then I'll bring you back at a later date, and we'll play in it then, because I really do need to go get busy. I need to eat and get in my garden. That's right there. Yay! Okay, now this one, push it in. Yay! And then this one goes right back through here. There! Yay! I like it when it works. Okay. First dibs. Well, I usually put that away and then I find out that I need it. So let me go here. Okay. And then pull these guys. Look, guys, I didn't split my string or nothing. All right, let me make sure. Hang on, I'll make sure it's lined up. There we go. Okay. Yay! It was hard to push it through, but it was easy, thank you, Jesus, to find the holes. The middle one, the top one was in the brown, so it was kind of hard to see the hole itself. But once I saw what the needle was doing, it went through no problem. All right, let me put my needle up. Making sure everybody's still recording. Okay, I don't know how long this video is. I don't know. I will have to find out. And if it's really long, I apologize. The good news is we're done with the sewing part. And like I said, I will do all the pages and all that stuff at a later date. Right now, this is our flip through. Ready? I'm loving it so far. See, the gold from here blends in with this gold here. The little bit of blue goes with that. And then again, we will probably trim those back. And here's my side tuck. You see, I love it. And then here's my flip out pocket. And there's writable space right there. And then we'll have a really pretty tag to go in there. I love that. Just gorgeous. Okay, this one, we're going to have to do the same thing. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. This one, okay. I think I need to put, wait, not there. I think I need to put the tab up here on this one and pokes out so we can grab it, and then it's here, and then we can go like that or go like that. Either way, I love that, but I think I need to put a tab to make it easier, because otherwise you're going to go like this, and I don't want that, so I'll have to put a tab right there. I love this though. I love it. And here's my pocket. I love it. And we could put something right here, or just leave it because it's beautiful. Here's my middle. I love the way that looks. Isn't it pretty, guys? It's really, I'm really happy with this one. I'm actually happy with all my journals because they're so much fun. And all the pages go. I mean, that doesn't really go, but the colors have some of these colors in them. And I could always put like something on this pocket that will help bring out that. Again, we'll fold these later. I'll probably fold that stuff behind the scenes. So next time, all we gotta do is work on putting in pockets and tags. I love it. Look at how pretty. And again, with this one, doesn't really go, but the flowers go. Isn't that pretty? And here's this. I don't know if I'm going to do something with that or not. I might fold it over. I might actually add another side tuck on it. I don't know. I like it like that. I do. I like it like that. Oh, wait. It goes bigger. Oh. Yay. I might put something on this to go with that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. You know how I am. And those go really well together. We'll do that one again. Later. Later. Pretty. Pretty. And the last page. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Okay, and just like I did with the rose one, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these on. This will also help inspire this journal to stay closed. Let me close up my glue. So that's it for today. I think we did good. We got a lot accomplished today. Now I need to go eat and get ready to go work in my garden. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, watching me. I think I need to glue that down. And playing with me. And I just loved it. I did. I loved it. It was fun today. I think the reason it was so fun is because you guys are here. I mean, I don't mind playing by myself, but to be able to share all the stuff, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll leave her down like that. Let her. I don't know why. I call it a her, but I do. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.